Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Linda Alvarez. A tap-dancing penguin bumped Borat and even beat Bond at the box office this weekend. We were aboard the aircraft carrier, the USS Constellation, the very first night American planes bombed Baghdad. With the help of an experienced climber, I suit up, get a quick lesson on tree climbing, and begin to pull myself 130 feet up the rope. A hazmat scare at an Orange County mall forced shoppers to evacuate. Emergency crews rushed to the South Coast Plaza in Costa Mesa this afternoon after they began getting 911 calls from shoppers. Josh is here now to answer all those questions. What is going on with this weather, Josh? The search for a missing hunter has ended in tragedy. LA Sheriff's deputies discovered the body of 25-year-old Elidio Gamez last night in the Angeles National Forest. New details on the terrible conditions 5 fallen firefighters had to face right before the Esperanza fire overran their rig. She was the smallest baby ever born at one local hospital. She was the size of a cola can, dubbed the Pepsi baby. All right, some bikers helped to kickstart the holiday season by bringing joy to hundreds of hospitalized children. More than 100 motorcyclists roared from Orange County to the Mattel Children's Hospital in Westwood today.
You think they were robbed? Or being a Bruin, you probably don't care.
You're asking me? He's the one with the answers. Maldives in the Indian Ocean. Bye-bye, everyone. It all started in a remote area of Afghanistan 2 years ago. A child is terribly burned and disfigured. Her face and arms are fused to her little body. When her father can't get help, he goes to the American Army doctors in Kabul. The saga of unmasking Zubaydah continues from there. She moves her arms and hips with grace, sings and smiles. Pretty normal for an 11-year-old, but absolutely remarkable when you know Zubaydah's story. Tell me about how you were different.
My chest here, then this hand here.
She describes how she was a prisoner of her scars.
Then my neck here, then my eye down.
Zubaydah was badly burned in a cooking accident in Afghanistan.
Everybody that even heard about Zubaydah's story came to her rescue, and their hearts went out to her.
Rebecca and Dr. Peter Grossman, a renowned burn specialist, are just one link in a long chain of people who brought Zubaydah from rural Afghanistan, where doctors are too few and home remedies are the norm, halfway across the world to Hidden Hills, California.
There are many people in her position who would not have made it. A child who went through weeks and weeks of extreme agony, not given any pain medicine at all.
Dr. Grossman received an email photo of Zubaydah through contacts in the State Department. He then worked with the Children's Burn Foundation to bring Zubaydah and her father to the U.S. Doctors were taken with the child who could not smile, could barely move, but who had enough spirit to reach out her one free arm to shake their hands. So what did they do?
A surgery? Here, cut it, surgery, then here let it open it.
The first in a series of surgeries would free her chin and release her arms from the scar tissue, a half-inch thick in some places. And when her father saw her after that surgery, he saw her smile again, and he knew he had his little Zuby back.
Our game plan today is to take a full-thickness graft from the back.
For 1 year, surgeons at the Grossman Burn Center in Sherman Oaks worked to give Zubaydah back her childhood.
I'm gonna be my baby sister.
During that time, the Grossmans brought Zubaydah into their home and cared for her.
There wasn't even a question whether we should do it or not.
And for the first time in her life, Zubaydah would go to school.
Put it together. What does this say?
Fat.
Fat. Good.
She has a zest for learning. I mean, she asks all the time what things are.
But good.
Zubaydah wasn't allowed to go to school in Afghanistan. She couldn't read or write in any language, let alone English.
Oh. She lets us know how awful it was at times to be there, how she wasn't allowed to learn there.
Bug.
Perfect.
But now she's had a taste of learning. And after just 12 weeks of school,
Up.
she tells me in English how she loves the people in the hospital who helped her, and how she wants to be a doctor when she grows up. And when I ask her what she can do now and in the future, she sees no limits.
Everything.
You can do everything.
Yeah.
But Zubaydah longs to see her 8 brothers and sisters and her parents.
My mommy take care of me.
Mm-hmm. So you miss her?
Yeah.
The Grossmans are planning to take her back.
Come on, baby.
But a big concern for them, for Rebecca's teacher, and for all her friends is what will happen to her when she goes back to the nomadic life her family lives in the Afghani refugee camps.
Alvarez, come here!
She may have obstacles and challenges to face when she goes back, but she will not quit. She never quits.
We could always see that beauty, even though she was scarred on the outside, through those big, dark eyes that she had. And that's what motivates you.